Underwood. Thin ice! So I can't knock down a triple here. Woo, okay. I didn't even miss a shot this entire time, so take that. This better be good for the team.
Oh,
I thought for sure.
there it is. Boom! Yes!
Welcome to Illini Basketball Podcast Live, coming to you from the beautiful town of, I'm not going to disclose that. Hey, should we turn this on? Look at this. This is in beta. Oh my gosh, no.
What is it?
Turn that off. Show comments on stage. Somebody comment something. Let's see how this thing works.
Doesn't look like it's working because we got a comment.
It's covering my face. Yeah, a month off. Did we take a month off? Feels like a month.
Yeah, about that. I don't know if it was a full month, but
yeah. So we're back to talk about the U.S. Open.
why isn't it's not appearing on screen? There's a comment.
Somebody needs to comment something new.
This guy did comment. It was
Frank,
like hours
comment
ago.
again. Do something. Well, I guess I better share this on Twitter so it looks like.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. I can't read. How are we supposed to read that?
Here's a comment. Hummer will be 6 man. We should leave it. Just leave it up there. Who cares?
Yeah, it's going to cover my face eventually, but that's fine.
What if our camera's like
so
this?
Big? I don't like that. Pull it back.
What do we do?
Oh my goodness!
Here we go. Now it's not covering your face.
Perfect. That's perfect. What's up, Wyatt? What's up, Frank?
There we go. Now it's not covering your face.
Hummer's going to start. How would he be 6 man?
We have to talk about the Illinites now. I don't want to do that.
I don't. What has anything happened in the Illini world? I see that the guy for the 7-3 guy from Italy is making a visit to Purdue. Thoughts?
That's good, yeah.
Is it though?
Pretend I know who we're talking about here, no doubt.
The 7-3 Italian guy.
Yeah. I didn't think he was that good. Anyway.
Brad is going to give more minutes to Hummer than Petro. That's right. As he should. You working on any new merch for all these foreigners we got coming over here? Are you worried that that ice might be on U of I campus when they get here?
No.
Good. That's good. Bigger win, OKC game 2 or KMS over Barstool NYC? I don't know what any of that means.
I think it's clearly the second one there.
Did you watch the bunker shots from Barstool last night?
A little bit, yeah. I popped in and out.
Yeah, I watched it till about 2 a.m., I think. Sadly, didn't see one go in. I was surprised Tate got both of them.
Yeah, that was a surprise too.
So,
especially with his first 300 attempts. Pretty bad.
Yeah, he is about as good at golf as you are. So
I would get out of the bunker every time. He never did. So for the most part. So also my golf game is perfectly fine. I just have a couple problems here and there.
yeah, back problems as a young person. He is also visiting Indiana after Purdue. It's not good.
I am not young anymore.
The 6 man's going to be Merez, shooting 42% from 3. Yeah, what do you think about Michigan? They're going to be pretty good. Who's your number one right now going in? Michigan or Purdue?
Illinois.
Shut up.
I haven't thought about college basketball for a month.
What have you been thinking about?
Golf and KMS.
What is KMS? Kirk Minnicky show?
Yes.
Okay. Big Kirk guy, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you think about Portnoy going off on him?
You know, I understand where Dave's coming from, but he's lost his mind a little bit with this stuff.
Okay.
Nobody likes the Jews more than me, so I'm not gonna, go there.
Check it out. So stop pretending that Merez was an offensive juggernaut. Brad didn't stop Merez from achieving his potential. Yeah, I think that Frank is being a smartass. So yeah. Anybody know how to buy a car from a private party? If anybody can share that information in the chat, that would be great.
Look it up online.
I am, but like it's the government. You think they're going to be honest with me? They're going to be like, you owe us $10 billion in taxes or something.
It's probably a state by state thing.
And which one's the worst state? Illinois. So
New York and California and Illinois.
what do you think of the new rules in college basketball? Where you got continuation coming to college basketball? We got challenges coming to college basketball. I like the challenges idea. Like, let's stop all this BS at the end of games.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Underwood's going to be the one making the call for Illinois. Travel. SGA just traveled. I mean, how do they not call that?
What are you watching, KMS or OKC?
NBA Finals, Game 3. What a series. There's 15 people watching this game.
What's the score?
0-0, first minute.
All right. Am I the buyer or the seller? I'm buying. Check the title and make sure that the seller is on the title and his name matches his driver. It's my brother. I'm buying it for my brother, guys. Everybody calm down. I'm buying some BS from some rando.
Okay.
What? Sorry, I'm in this conversation. I'm in this other conversation. I got things going on. Sorry. Life comes at you fast. Get a helmet. I think Ferris Bueller said that. So big fan of continuation you are, I hear, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is a good show. You ready to call it quits or like just sitting there?
I know. I gotta work my way up.
Chat, what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on continuation and challenges? Duke basketball was named the national championship contender ahead of the 25-26 season, says my MSN News.
What?
I don't know. It says Duke basketball named national championship contender. Probably because they got that one guy that Illinois didn't want. What's his name again?
Dame Sar?
Yeah, that guy. Final Four caliber squad this Duke team is. Aren't they every year? Like, what are we doing here? U.S. Open picks, a favorite, and a dark horse.
You know, there has been some non-conference stuff with Illinois coming out. We probably could have done an episode.
Oh, yeah, we probably could have.
If we weren't shipped out.
We probably should just save it till next week. Let's plan an actual episode next week.
Yeah, but just know they're going to be playing, Texas Tech, Alabama, UConn, Tennessee, and Missouri this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that would have been a good 5-minute episode. So.
Black Friday MSG against UConn. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah. I like that.
And then Texas Tech is coming to Champaign. That's pretty early, November 11th. That'll be like the third or fourth game of the year.
And then they got
Bama in Chicago and Tennessee in Nashville. And
They
Mizzou
re-up
in
with
St. Louis.
Tennessee again.
Yeah, it
I
sounds like
missed
this is. Yeah, it sounds like this is not a home and home though.
They just did a neutral Nashville site.
Finalized.
When is that? I want to go to that.
To meet on December 6th at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. There will be a return game at the United Center in Chicago at a later date.
What day is that? Do they have a date? Finkel, you meeting
December
us there?
December 6th. That is a Saturday.
Booking my hotel now. Just have your brother sign the title and send it to the state or go to currency exchange. I don't need to fill out this RUT 49 vehicle transaction affidavit like the internet's telling me to. See? Internet lies.
Yeah, we'll take this off air. You can check it out then. U.S. Open.
No, you're going to the UConn game instead. Like you can't get multiple days off.
That's Black Friday.
You don't even have to get a day off for that. See,
I'll go to that game.
Finkel cannot be that far from Nashville.
Well, he's going to New York City instead,
which he is far away from.
You want to go to that?
From my understanding, I don't. I like miss Thanksgiving with the family. Yeah, I'm in.
Imagine the content we could get in New York City. That's whew.
Yeah, we're big content guys.
Whew. Watch out, folks.
I was really thinking that we should have went live and made 2 bunker shots in like an hour and a half and been like,
yeah, we don't really. I mean, their whole thing was like a deep bunker. I mean, it wasn't that deep, but
it wasn't. Yeah,
I don't know what bunker we could have. I mean,
would have one
17. I mean, it's not this big, but it's you got to get it over something.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, I guess Edgewood got rid of all their deep bunkers.
15 is an interesting one. 12 would be the one because that's like the deepest. Because you got to get over the little,
Yeah.
Or number one. Well, that old one on number 1 would have been perfect. The one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One right's still pretty deep. 4.
Yeah, 4 would probably be. Yeah, 4 would be the one.
Yeah.
Either one, actually. Probably the one on the right.
Yeah. Anyways.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
I know. We're just randomly talking about bunkers at Edgewood.
Number 6. If it becomes, usable again, I guess. 7. 7's a tough one because it's like backwards.
Which one?
The one on the right, because it's like the ridge is on the right side. Yeah, but I'm saying it's backwards though.
You could putt out of that one though.
Or you could, yeah.
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 All right. Want to talk about Barstool thoughts on? I don't know what that is. So. I'm sure you do.
Thoughts on Una? Hot. That's all I'll say. There you go, Frank. Weird question for Frank to ask. I don't know how old Frank is, but if he's older than me, that might be weird. But I don't judge.
Who's that? What's that?
I'll let Frank.
You would think that
I'll give Frank the floor to respond.
Us being off for a month, we'd be a lot better than this, but this is what you got, folks.
Frank got a kick out of that one.
What'd you say?
I said hot.
Is that a girl?
Yeah.
Is that the one that was shagging balls?
No.
Oh. All right.
U.S. Open.
The U.S. Open. The U.S. Open. Favorite has to be Scotty Scheffler, right?
I mean, he's like 2-1, so yeah, obviously.
Well, I mean, why would Finkel ask a stupid question? That's kind of what I was getting at. But
the bets that I've made so far, so I have a little winners pool for the PGA Tour season at my place of work. We got a little something going. We pick a winner each week. It's a whole big thing. But we all three of us.
Scotty doesn't count. What do you ask for the favorite? Dumbass.
He said a favorite. So really it's like Scotty, Rory, and Bryson.
Rory's out.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
Rory
like,
might do a thing where he looks terrible going in and maybe he like finishes top 15, but he's got no chance of winning.
Rory's a mental head case right now. After the whole driver issue and now he's just being a prick to the media. Yeah, nope. Get him out of here.
3 winners. Scotty, which you got to put some money on that to win. Rahm, and then the guy that I like is Ludwig.
Rahm, huh?
Yeah, I didn't pick Rahm. It was somebody else. So, and then bets that I made, I like Morikawa top 20.
Yeah.
You go on DraftKings, you get a little boost. You get a mystery boost. I use 25% boost on that. Get it from minus 105 to plus 119. Dustin Johnson to make the cut. I just think that he seems like a guy who's so checked out right now that he might just make the cut somehow, It's his last time playing at Oakmont in the U.S. Open. Maybe his last time ever playing the U.S. Open. I don't know when his thing expires, but he's got no chance of qualifying without that. I mean, he's like one of the worst players on LIV, I have to assume. One of the worst big-name players.
He's been really struggling.
Sam Burns, top 10. Been playing really well this year. I don't like that he missed a 5-footer to win last week in that playoff, in the first playoff hole, especially with his reputation as one of the best putters in the world. Disappointing. And then I did a little 2-pick parlay, plus 620. Tommy Fleetwood, top English player. Hideki Matsuyama is plus 110 to be the top Japanese player. That's surprising to me. But, if you hit your long irons well, you got a great chance. That's how U.S. Opens are. And that's why I like Morikawa. Like, if Morikawa can string together 4 days of not being awful, he can win this. Now, I don't know how much actual carnage there's going to be. I know it gets all hyped up beforehand every year.
Yeah. You don't think it'll be as bad as people are saying, huh?
I don't think the winning score is going to be plus.
Yeah. But do you think it's like under -4?
No. I think
it's like -4 to -10?
No, I think it's going to be similar to last year, which I believe Bryson was -6.
Okay.
And then Rory was 5, and then there were some guys at 4.
But this is the toughest course ever made.
That's what they want you to believe, yeah.
That's part of the hype.
Yeah. I wish somebody else in that sentence was blasting bare chest, Finkel.
That on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like there's certain guys you can rule out of this event.
Like short hitters?
Guys who have no chance of winning.
Okay.
I mean, number 1 on the list is Joaquin Niemann. I mean, that's obvious.
Well, yeah.
Complete fraud.
You're a hater, yep.
Okay, he's like the worst performer in a major ever, and like LIV people hype him and Gooch up. They're 2 fucking losers.
I mean, sure.
How many top 20s does Joaquin Niemann have in a major?
I don't know. 0?
That's correct.
Okay.
I mean, what a fraud. Phil Mickelson, rule him out. I mean, no chance. I'd love to see it, but no chance.
Yeah.
If I could pick one guy from LIV to win this week, it would undoubtedly be Phil. Because this is probably the last time we're ever going to see Phil in a U.S. Open. Which is a shame.
Why is that? His exemption's up too?
Yeah, he said it himself. He's not going to qualify. He's probably not even going to try to qualify.
No. Why would he?
You can also rule out Xander Schauffele. Rule him out. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they won this week and like sneaky. Nobody's talking about him as Cantlay. Just feels like a
Really?
yeah, just like one of those
Who-
weird weeks.
Do you like how tight are the fairways here? Because everybody talks about the rough, but like, is it that hard to hit the fairway?
I don't think the fairways are narrow or wide. I think it's kind of in between in a lot of areas. But there's also like bunkering and there's certain holes where you have to decide whether you want to hit driver. I know there's a lot of hype about this 289-yard par 3.
Yeah.
Which
I saw Morikawa was hitting a driver off of it.
Yeah, just keep it to the right. Don't go left.
But is it going to play 289 all week or
No,
like
it's the same thing at LACC had like a 275.
Yeah, that's what.
This one plays more that yardage though than the other ones do. Because the other ones are more elevated.
Because like when Morikawa was teeing, I can't say it, but when he was teeing off with his driver, there was like the area where they don't let you tee off, which is going to be used, and then there's a whole nother tee box up front. So I assume that they're going to use.
They can also move the pins up and down.
All of that, yeah.
You can also rule out Sepp Straka. He's not winning. Not happening, sorry. Shane Lowry, nope. Corey Connors, nope. Russell Henley, nope. Ben Griffin, don't even know why I have to say that name, but nope. Tyrrell Hatton's got no chance. Spieth has no chance. Hovland has no chance. Harris English has been getting some hype. He's got no chance.
Somebody clip this because one of those people is probably winning because
Maverick McNeely, no chance. List goes on and on. I mean, a bunch of guys who have no chance.
Thinking Phil has a better shot than Rahm of the live guys is insane. I'm pretty sure that before Ethan went into that spewing of live stuff, he said,
what did I say?
You said that Phil probably has the best chance of the live guys.
I didn't say that.
You did though.
I said if I had to pick one live guy that I would want to win, it would be Phil.
Oh, that you want to win. I don't think that's what you said. But.
Yeah, that is what I said. Finkel, you're an idiot.
Did say, but
Finkel, go back.
Scheffler,
Rahm and Ludwig.
And Ludwig were your three. So
I didn't pick Rahm or Scotty myself, but it's part of the thing. I did pick Ludwig.
Okay.
Finkel, you're an idiot.
You want to fill out my pick 'em with me?
Well, I did send Finkel. He texted me something yesterday. I sent him 6 players for some DraftKings salary thing, 50,000, whatever. You're like, Scotty's worth 14,000, and then the list goes on and on. I took Scotty, JT, Fleetwood, Cam Young, Jackson Buchanan, University of Illinois, and Matt McCarty, who's been playing some solid golf. That was 49,700, so just under budget there. So those are some guys I also like. Cam Young, sneaky, folks. If he's making putts.
I agree. It's not what he said. All right. There you go. I got to go calm my dogs down. Look at that.
Scotty from Tier 1. Cantlay from Tier 2. Sam Burns from Tier 3. Cam Young from Tier 4.
I mean, this is a real podcast. It's fake.
Scotty.
Well, obviously.
Cantlay. You got to trust me. Cantlay.
I trust you on the last one, and guess what place we got?
First.
My brother got first. We got 28th out of 30th.
It's all right. Sam Burns. Cam Young.
Yeah, I need to have you start giving me $10 towards this.
No. Thorbjorn Olesen. Thank you.
Okay.
He played well last week. And then that one, let's go Thomas Dietrich, who also University of Illinois had a good week, had a good U.S. Open last year.
Do you want to see the 8 billion other guys, or he just good?
Go down a little bit.
It's literally just all the other players.
I don't hate Frederick LaCroix, but we're not going to go with him. Is Michael Block playing? No, probably not.
About Frankie Harris.
I don't hate him either.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Cam Young's 56 in the world. That sucks. Is Scotty the best golfer you've seen since Tiger?
Excuse me?
Is Scotty the best golfer you've seen since Tiger?
Yeah, the guy I played golf with today, he's big Scotty guy. And I said he is the best thing since Tiger Woods. And he's the most comparable to Tiger Woods.
Now remember that he doesn't, he has half the majors that Rory won in Rory's early run. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
actually 3/4, I should say, because Scotty has 3.
Do you not think that he's a better ball striker than Rory though?
I think I would rather watch Rory at his peak, but I think Scotty's better. Yeah. I don't know though. Rory, I'd like watching Rory now more than
275. What is it? 280. 5
What?
under. 5 under would be 275.
I don't know. Is it? What's the par there? 72.
Whatever we're in. I saw somebody say that was 280, so I'm just going with it.
Dustin Johnson shot 4 under when he won last time.
Dustin Johnson was a different golfer. What did he win by? Is anybody else under par? Okay.
Somebody was 1 under. Now Shane Lowry, I think, was like 6 under going into the last day total, and then I think he shot like 6 or 7 over on Sunday. I think it's 7. I think it's a par 70, but I might be wrong. Let's see here, folks. It is a par 70. Dustin Johnson was 4 under par. Shane Lowry was 7 under going into Sunday and shot a 76. So the leaderboard was 7 under, 3 under, 2 under, 1 under, even, +1. We're all top 10 going into Sunday. And it finished 4 under, 1 under, even, 1 over, 2 over, and at the end. And all of these names on here have like no chance of contending this week. Dustin Johnson, Jim Furyk, Shane Lowry, Scott Piercy, Sergio Garcia, Brandon Grace, Kevin Na, Jason Day, Jason Duffner, Zach Johnson, Daniel Summerhays. What a group. What a group. This is another Fox Sports Golf era U.S. Opens last time that it was at Oakmont. So no comments in the last 7 minutes. I think people are checked out.
It was a good run. We came back a month later for a half hour.
Do you want to talk more about how Liv sucks or no?
What do you think about Bryson saying that he's going to re-sign with them?
I mean, Bryson's a moron. Like, just stupid.
I think his wording was, "I know my value."
Like, it's a real shame. Because, like, think of this, okay?
Do you not think that Bryson is doing good with what he's gotten from Liv though? Like
that's fine.
He's actually trying to grow the game and get kids playing at a younger age, and like he's actually doing it for good. Where all the other guys, I mean, sure, it was about the money.
Bryson's got a good PR team too. So
yeah, it's kind of crazy that Bryson was the most hated golfer and turned
as he should have been. He was a fucking dickhead earlier.
Do you not think he's the same?
He's way better now, like as a player, so that helps probably.
Yeah.
He was a good player, but like he's way better now. He did win a bit of a fraud U.S. Open the first time, but it kind of helps it that he won the second one as well, because the first one was like Wingfoot sucks. I don't know why they're even going back there, and he was going up against Matthew Wolff. Like that was just, come on, what are we doing? But like
that, because that's his fault.
It's not, but I'm just saying. But it's, he the fact that like Xander last year, the fact that Xander won like a shitty PGA at shitty Valhalla, which is a fucking horrible golf course for a major, and then he wins at Troon like that, okay, it makes sense. Same with Bryson winning at Pinehurst, a real U.S. Open venue. So my point is, you have a guy like Scotty right now, and Scotty, plenty of really good players on the PGA Tour still. Like JT's had a good season. Rory, obviously, recently not great, but overall, Ludwig's a young up-and-coming stud. You still have, Tommy Fleetwood's always there. Morikawa's there. Xander's there. Spieth is always, sometimes fun to follow. And Keegan Bradley's played well. Hideki, obviously. But, like, it sucks that we don't get to see Scotty go up against Bryson more or John Rahm more or, the great Taylor Gooch. We don't get to see Scotty crush their souls like he is to the other guys in the PGA Tour. And that's what sucks most about it. Because like nobody's watching Live. Like nobody's watching that. It's meaningless. I mean, it doesn't do anything for anybody except get the players more money. And it's got.
Saying that nobody's watching it's kind of crazy.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, nobody's watching it.
I think that it's watched as much as the RBC,
but it's not.
Who gives a shit?
It's not though. That's the thing.
Can you show me the numbers on that?
Sure. Which one are we looking at? The RBC Canadian Open
versus the Live this
Open
weekend?
2025. Let's see.
It's crazy that Ethan would slander Xander after he talked about how good of a putter he was last year. It was 10 times more entertaining watching some no-namers play golf. Cool.
Sam Burns.
Cool.
Sam Burns.
Roy McAvoy. Best golfer ever. 10 Cup.
Okay, so I can't find the ratings for Live. I'm sure they're hiding them. But the RBC Canadian Open did 2.3 million, which is 18% increase from last year. And just to compare so the Valero Texas Open is the week before the Masters. That did 1.7 million. Liv's event that week did 480,000. So I don't think Live is even close.
But it's the RBC's like the Canadian championship, right? So obviously all the
Valero Texas is like
Canadians were watching it.
It's the rating, if Liv did half of what the PGA Tour did, that it would be good for them in ratings. But they're hiding their ratings, obviously, because they can't find them. But the other problem for Liv is that it's not on. It's on a sports channel now, but it's on FS1. Like, I don't know. That's like
got to pay for
drag racing stuff.
Got to pay for it.
Yeah, because why would they care if you pay for it though? Because the Saudi investment, they don't give a shit if they make any money.
But I'm just saying, if golf is on CBS, you just have it on.
Yeah, that is what it is.
The fact that you defend the PGA is insane, though.
I don't want to.
What have they done?
I mean, it's an established tour. There's still some really fun events, and they've given the players more money. I mean, they've done some stupid things too.
Why did they give the players more money?
Because of Liv. I'm not going to acknowledge that, but I will acknowledge that I think Liv is an awful product, and I think that the majority of players on that tour are entirely worthless as professional golfers, and a lot of them have ruined their careers. So they may not see it now, but
I mean, I wouldn't say that they've ruined their career.
Well, I mean, legacy
depends on
the word legacy should matter to a guy like John Rahm, and it clearly doesn't, which is a shame.
I
Like
mean,
that's a guy who idolized Seve, and probably maybe Seve would have gone to live too, but he didn't because it wasn't an option. So I just think a guy like John Rahm should want to be like one of the best Spaniard golfers of all time. And he's not going to be unless he wins 2 or 3 more majors. But like that's not happening. He's got what 2 majors, and he's only been close to ever winning another one like this year. But he had no chance against Scotty.
but winning on the PGA Tour would have gave him that.
I think it would have given him a better chance to win majors. Like he hasn't done anything in any major except for the Quail Hollow. He's been really bad in majors since going to live. And that stands for everybody except for Bryson and Brooks for that 1 year. Sucks.
If I wanted to watch a bunch of old overweight guys play golf in cargo shorts, I'd go to Ethan's club.
Or the
Whoa.
senior tour. The senior tour.
Are you looking at me? That's what like, and that's what like it's senior tour. I would say
The Champions Tour is a way better product than Live, which sucks for Live.
Yeah, because all
Cabrera,
these 65-year-olds are like, I don't know anybody on the tour. I know everybody on the championship tour. Yeah, because you're old, bro. What do you mean? Of course you know everybody on the.
Who said that?
My dad.
He doesn't know Scotty Scheffler or what?
I mean, but like on a normal weekend in the PGA Tour, how many guys do people actually know?
11. Scotty, Rory, Spieth.
Normal weekend, not
Okay.
not boosted events.
Let's see. Keegan, definitely.
Okay.
Ryder Cup captain. I would think that like people, they know Ricky Fowler. I mean, Ricky's that, example.
I would guess, yeah.
Yeah. So there's 2 for you right there off the bat. How about that?
When was the last time Ricky was relevant besides
Ricky
when he had a miraculous run 2 years ago?
Whatever event Ben Griffin won, was the Charles Schwab, maybe? I think it might have been that. Ricky was in one of the final pairings on that Sunday. So that's exciting. I don't know. You got to kind of think of Ryder Cup, too. You got to think about those guys. They would probably know some of those guys, too. Even like Russell Henley was on a President's Cup team,
Yeah, but you're talking
Lucas
about like
Glover's an older name.
You're talking about like 5 guys out of a field
Gary
of 120.
Gary Woodland. Yeah, but there's a bunch of guys in Live that are like actual no names, though.
That's true. I mean, I'm not
like
denying
that fucking asshole, fucking piece of shit loser who pissed into the creek at Augusta going to Live is so on brand for a complete zero who has no career ahead of him. I'll take him. I'll give him 5 shots aside and beat the piss out of him. That's just something you say. But yeah.
What do you think about Scotty spitting on the green? I saw somebody freak out about that.
Well, if that is illegal, then kick me off the golf course, folks. I mean, Jesus Christ, who cares?
I agree.
mean, Augusta National let those fucking pricks from Dude Perfect on the golf course. Like, anything is fucking possible now if that's going to happen.
What do you think? Okay. What do you think about like Justin Thomas pushing to have some regulars come out on Monday? And are you a Foreplay fan?
Nope, fuck them. They're an enemy.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Even though they're Barstool,
they're an enemy.
Related.
Just know they're an enemy.
Okay. What do you think about JT wanting some regular ass golfers to come out and Foreplay being like, oh, look, we did that when they played it a week ago when greens were running at a 10 and
yeah, they're losers. They suck. They're like the worst people on earth. They should send us out to Oakmont and let us play.
I'm in.
Shut up, Finkel. Put me down as like an 18 right now. A good 18.
Do you have a handicap? Like a CDGA?
No, I was going to do one this year, and then I was like, I don't even play, so why?
Can you get one for free?
Probably, yeah, but I don't care. I'd be like a 30 right now. I mean, I'm,
surprisingly, our league handicaps are pretty close to what mine is right now. Because I always thought our league handicap was too recency biased. Of course, I only have 9 18-hole scores in. So that might make a difference too. But
There's too much recency bias. People are going to
oh,
start.
you're mad because Kirk didn't get invited to the cup or whatever,
It
right?
goes way deeper than that.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I didn't understand until Finkel put that in the chat. So
The thing is about golf
Mhm.
is that people are going to start thinking that I'm sandbagging in league once I start cooking. So
yeah, what
just
are
saying.
you right now?
7.
I
Yeah.
wonder how close you are to knocking out some really good. You could be at 10 in a couple weeks.
Ooh, I would love that.
Well, I mean, you're coming off a championship, so you know
We're getting up there. I mean, Tate got all 8 last week.
where are you guys at? Behind us, obviously.
8th, 6th or 8th, maybe. I think we're in 8th.
It's
But we
just
were
a
like
knockout
we were
shape here.
12th last year or last week. I'm like,
Climbing out of the gutter. You playing by yourself tomorrow, though, right?
yeah, and I lifted a lot of shit today, so I hope that doesn't hurt in the
Who are
morning.
you playing
But
with? Or who are you playing against?
BB and TD, I think. I want to give their names out, you know. It's unfair.
EB and TD. Okay, I got you.
We're playing you guys in a couple weeks.
What? When? I hope I'm here.
26th?
June?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be here.
Hole 10. We're on the back.
On the back. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Shot 35, but best round I've had all year on the back. I shot 35 today.
Well, last time we were on the back, I shot 47. So if I haven't made a birdie in league this year. If I make one birdie, watch out, folks.
It's on. So I don't know if I've broken 40 on the back this year. I shot 2 birdies. Shot 35.
I think I have like an issue with like my mindset right now.
I think you're super mental right now, obviously.
But yesterday I felt good, so watch out. If I can just get that to translate to league.
We need to go play. You need to get back in that, you know.
If I'm gonna play in the challenge, I need to not
grind set, as they call it.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I can tell the upside though. Like when I hit my irons, well, I can tell this is so much better than what I had.
That's good.
Like the way the ball is flighted, I like quite a bit. And there's a little bit too much spin probably with the ball I'm using, but because I had a wedge into number 3 yesterday, and it just took off spinning to the left when I hit the green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if that was maybe a
What
little
are
bit.
you playing? The TP5X?
No, I'm hitting the Chrome Tour Triple Diamond. It's like Callaway Left Dash, basically.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Too much spin.
Had 76 yards into number 1 yesterday. Had 107 into number 2, and I had 125 into number 3.
Dang.
So I hit
On
the
the
driver
fairway?
well. Yeah. First 3 fairways and first 3 greens, turn them all into pars, which is annoying, but
It's good.
my putting was not good yesterday.
The guy I played with today had a lab putter. Finally got to stroke a lab.
I've messed around with those a little bit. I hate those. So
Really?
I hate stuff that is not sold through golf courses as somebody who works at a golf course. So there you go.
That makes sense.
Like PXG can go.
So you'll buy the Odyssey when Edgewood gets it in.
No.
Edgewood literally stole lab design. You're not gonna get it?
No.
I wonder how heavy. Like I'm shocked by how light lab putters are and how soft they are off the
They
face.
feel like you get them at like Ross Dress for Less or something.
They're goofy, but I mean, the guy I played with, I don't know if he watches the program. I doubt it. I don't even know if he knows about the program. He is an awful putter. And he's got this lab, and he just like yanked everything. But he said that the lab has saved him 4 to 5 strokes around.
I'm sure that's true.
I believe it.
I'll stick
I
to the
literally
Scotty.
made the first 3 putts I hit with it.
I'll stick to my Scotty.
I mean, I'll stick to my Tri-Hot too. I just wish I would have waited a year when they dropped $300 in price. So, thanks, Odyssey.
Did you know? Well, we're not allowed to say that. Did you know? We as a program. Did you know that LA Golf dozen balls is $75?
Yeah, I did know that.
That can't be good.
They were awful. Do you follow like My Golf Spy at all?
I've
Do you know
seen
who that
them.
is or what that is?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, he tests like all the balls, all the clubs, all the everything, and he said they are the worst balls he's ever tested. What's shocking is that the Kirklands, the new Kirklands, he says are good as the Pro V ones.
It's because Kirkland steals everything.
It's probably because Costco's making Titleist balls or something.
Yeah, exactly.
How much influence do you think the new assistant coach Brad hired will have on how the offense runs this year? I know it's not golf.
Jeffrey said, "Shut the fuck up about golf, huh?"
Hey, at least somebody said something.
Yeah, I mean, Finkel's a coward. Let's be honest.
What was that guy's name that they hired? Ethan tried calling him the other day.
Yeah, I forgot his
Did you
name.
ever get a
already.
call back?
Nope, got nothing.
Do I think he affects the offense? No.
Are we ready to answer that question?
I think he's more of a point guard guy, right? Is he a point guard guy?
No idea.
Sorry, Frank. What's his name, Jeffrey? Give me his name.
I think it starts with a C, doesn't it?
Oh, I type in Illinois assistant coach, and the first thing is dies.
Whoa.
Who died?
Luger.
Cameron Crocker.
Told you it started with a C.
He's a CC. All right. Welcome, Cameron Crocker. Illinois head coach Brad Underwood announced Thursday the hiring of Cameron Crocker, Camryn, as an assistant coach. He played at Penn. We already knew that. And then he was at Colgate.
All right, back to golf.
Hold on. Cameron Crocker is a dynamic coach who will fit perfectly into the Illinois family. He has experience from coast to coast, growing up in California, playing in the Ivy League, running prep schools. He was achieved a lot in his career. Outstanding defensive mind. He's not going to do shit on offense, Jeffrey. You're welcome.
Can we go back to the Ryder Cup question from
JT or Cantlay in a matchup bet tomorrow? Cantlay.
I'm taking JT for one day.
Trash.
Ryder Cup picks if you're Keegan. Finkel asked that like 20 minutes ago. Finkel, can you tell me who the 6 qualified are right now so I can give you an accurate answer?
Ryder Cup rankings. I got you, friend.
Scotty
Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Russell Henley, Ben Griffin.
Where's it cut off after? Who are the top 6?
Number 6 is Corey Connors.
Nope.
Why? Because he's Canadian?
Yeah.
Russell Henley's 6.
So it cuts off before Ben Griffin?
Ben Griffin is 1,300 points behind Russell Henley.
None of that matters.
So you got Griffin, McNeely, English, Novak, Harmon, Cantlay, Spawn, Hoagie, Burns, Berger, Bradley. Keegan Bradley is 17th currently. Do you think he plays, or do you think?
No, I don't think he plays.
Finau, Glover, Bacha, Clark, Horschel, Kim, McCarthy, Spieth.
I didn't want any of those. My 6 picks right now would be JT, Spieth. Both have to be there. Doesn't matter. Trust me. Just,
No.
Yeah, trust me.
No.
Sam Burns is 9.
Oh, this is terrible.
I will take.
No hat, can't lay.
Yeah,
You're gonna
can't
take
lay.
all the rest of them. You gotta take
Can't lay.
can't
That's
lay.
10. 2 more. I will take. I mean, Max Homa should be on the team, but whatever.
Hello.
You know, whatever.
Nothing doing a live show.
The other two, you can't take Ben Griffin at
You're
this
good,
point. It's
dude.
too early.
These don't mean shit.
Wow, he's talking shit about our show. I think you just go Mav McNeely and Harris English, and you call it a day. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. There's like Cam Young, I'd love to see there, but it's tough question, Fink. A little early though. Like we need to. I know that it's in 3 months, but we gotta gather ourselves as a nation of golf before that. And this one doesn't even matter that much. I mean, really, all that matters is when they go to Europe in 27. So that is when they should pull the Tiger card and have Tiger Woods as the captain of the squad in 2027 at Adair Manor in Ireland. Because obviously the European soil issue has been prevalent over the past 30 years. So, but I will guarantee that Scotty is on the Ryder Cup team because he's already made it. So there you go. And Rory will be on the European team. The European team looks pretty good right now. Like you have Rahm looking better. You have Fleetwood. You have Rory. You have Ludwig. You have Straka, who's had a good year. Hovland. I mean, that's, the European team's going to be pretty good. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
Who'd you pick?
I don't know. I just got it all jumbled up. I'm confused. Cantlay, JT, Spieth, Henley, McNeely, and Cam Young. I don't know. It just, a lot of losers that I don't want on the team.
I think you need to take Akshay. You need some young blood in there.
I think you need to take Max Homa, who's been really good. He was great in that Ryder Cup a couple years ago.
Yikes.
He's got a 1% chance of making the team according to Data Golf. He's starting to get it going. Watch out, folks.
How come he doesn't have the other team? How many points do you think Scotty Scheffler's leading by?
He's already made it, so I don't know. 4 million?
Honest guess.
I don't know.
Okay, the guy behind him is Xander Schauffele. He has 11,900 points.
I'm going to guess Scotty has 50,000.
25, 26, actually. So
Finkel will take the over. -3.5 over.
What's
Scotty,
the over mean in golf, though? Under?
just the numbers higher for an over-under.
So it'd be like -3 would be the under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler this season, he won T9, T25, T3, T11, T20, T2, 4th, T8, win, T4, win.
Yeah, he's been insane.
So, and I know Phil said he wasn't going to win it all this year, so that was a bad prediction by
When's the
Phil.
NBA lottery? It already happened.
Happened 3 months ago, Jeffrey. Jesus Christ.
Are you asking about the draft?
Since the Masters last year, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scotty Scheffler has won 10 times since the Masters last year.
The draft is the 26th and 27th. Of June, this month.
Scotty Scheffler has won 10 of his past 25 starts.
That's insane. I mean, like I said, that's Tiger-esque. Can he do it for 5+ years? How long did Tiger do it for? More than 5.
I mean, everybody knows that 1999 and 2000 Tiger is the greatest golf ever. I think he won 17 times in those 2 years, including winning 3 majors in 2000. Could have been 4 if he didn't have a bad Thursday at the Masters.
What year did his wife try to kill him with a 3-iron?
That's all alleged. I don't know, 2000,
So we had the greatest run ever for
2010.
how long was he number one? Like 12,
683 weeks.
7 days in a week, 3,600 days.
He was the number one player from August of 1999 to September of 2004, and again from June 2005 to October 2010.
That's
So 264 straight weeks, 281 straight weeks. He won 13 majors from 99 to 2010. And then obviously he won 97 Masters before that, and he won 2019 Masters after that.
That's insane.
2010 or 2009 to 2010, he took a hiatus from golf for about 4 months.
Hiatus from golf. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he just got hurt all the time. All that Navy SEAL training he used to do. Think Tiger ever did steroids?
Sure, why not?
I mean, I would say that there's like a
99% chance. Yeah.
99% chance he did steroids.
So 2000 2000 Rory. Hang on.
You'll get there.
2000 Tiger won the U.S. Open by 10 or by 15. Sorry, he had a 10-shot lead going into Sunday and then won by 15. But here's the thing: he was cheating in 15. Trust me. Or winning by 15. 2000 U.S. Open at Pebble, Tiger was cheating. So,
are you drinking high noons over there? What the hell is going on?
No, this drink I got from Dunkin' tastes like alcohol. It's not.
You got Dunkin' again?
Yeah.
Do you get it every Wednesday night?
If we go live, yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. I got this refresher thing, and it tasted like a White Claw, which is weird.
Put some vodka in it, it'd be better.
It's already gone. Tiger was using a 2-piece ball at the 2000 U.S. Open. Nobody else was using those at that point. This is pre-Pro V1. This is a Nike experiment thing. So I think Tiger probably wins the U.S. Open by 8 or 9 that year instead of 15. Just saying. He won the Open that year.
Back then.
He won the Open that year by 8. By the way, Tiger, this is one that's not talked about. Like people talk about, not talked about anymore. It was a huge thing when it happened. Tiger winning the U.S. Open in 2000 by 15 is like a big one that people talk about. But he won the Masters by 12 in 97. Like that was a beatdown. And 2000, the 2000 season sucked most for Ernie Els, who was like incredible that year. Like he played in a normal year, Ernie Els probably wins like way more that year without Tiger there.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable. And of course, one of the greatest events ever was Tiger and Ernie going head to head at what was it? It was one of the greatest playoffs ever. I can't remember. It was that year. It might have been Pebble, regular Pebble. But yeah, sucks for Ernie Els because he was great in 2000.
Yeah,
as you know, yeah. Let's see. It was the Mercedes Championship in 2000 in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. They both made long birdie putts on 18 to go to a playoff. I mean, it was a wild scene. But yeah, Tiger was good golfer, I'll say.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Scotty becomes Tiger.
I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, Tiger won 6 majors in 3 seasons. So if Scotty wins the rest of the other 2 this year, that would be 5 majors in 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to win both. I think he'll win one of the next 2.
But
you also,
live in a small town, don't you? Easy, Jeffrey. What are you trying to?
Scotty had like Scotty doesn't have the flair, Tiger, way more fun to watch than Scotty.
Yeah. I think that's one thing Scotty's missing is personality. For sure.
Yeah, I think we've gotten the most out of him possible at this point from that end.
I hear that's a lot of Ted's fault too,
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Tiger doesn't have a top 5 in a major this decade, so Scotty has a bunch of them, so he's got that on him. Tiger doesn't have a top 20 or a top 25 in this decade or a top 30 in this decade in a major. What a bum.
All right. Shut her down.
Jack was a better player than Tiger. All right. Was there anything else we missed?
I took a screenshot of something that I'm sure was important at one time. Let me see.
We'll get our, we'll get the
Charles Lee Isbell is the 11th Chancellor of the University of Illinois.
All right, that's enough.
Shout out to the Auburn Lady Trojans for 4th place in state. My niece is up for Player of the Week on 1450. If you know what that is, go there, vote for Addie Jones. Congratulations to her and her team. Back-to-back 4th place championships. That's all right. 4th place finishes.
R.I.P. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, by the way.
Don't you have softball there? Yeah, Auburn, 4th in state. Jeffrey,
Boy, what a phenomenal attempt to spell necessarily. Jesus Christ.
There's a couple C's in there, I think, but
that's tough. Yeah, R.I.P. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Creative genius,
Dang.
Yeah.
Beach Boys. I think that was my first concert I ever went to. Was
Gone
Boys.
Too soon. Brian Wilson, 82 years old.
Probably shouldn't laugh at that, but
he was great.
That's an insane thing to say.
Good Vibrations is one of my favorite songs.
Good Vibrations.
And he was the brains behind the operation there.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Which one was he? The blonde one that wore the shorts?
Nope. Nope. Not even close.
Did you take a random picture of him sitting on a bench or something? And
I shared the Facebook post.
On Facebook?
I shared the Instagram post that his account posted, which I'm sure was somebody from his family, and it shared in my Facebook story too.
Okay, I thought maybe you were stalking the man at one time or something.
Dead. So. Yeah.
Anyways, I just got really random, really quick.
Some people would say in that picture he looks like somebody that works at Edgewood, but I wouldn't say that.
Speaking of working at Edgewood, the guy I played with only got charged $18 today. He thinks that he thinks that it was supposed to be 28, but then he only charged him 18 on accident. Must have hit the wrong button. I don't know.
I can't think of anything that would be 18 though.
That's just what he told me.
Well, there's a chance that the higher ups hear this, so we'll see what happens.
All right, he said since you have a cart, and I said that doesn't matter.
Yeah. They're a little scrambled up. That's all right.
I did say the guys at Edge would take care of us though. So shout outs to you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on purpose, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was on purpose, but I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Fired is what I'll say about that. All right. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll do an episode next week if we can. I mean, we could do something next week, Wednesday, maybe,
Yeah, but what are we going to talk about since
the schedule?
Oh, we're going to do an actual episode next week.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so no drinking.
We'll talk about the chancellor. We'll talk about the schedule. We'll talk about that assistant coach again. We'll talk about the golf team, maybe. I don't know.
I saw somebody posted a thing. Who do you want to sit by on the airplane? We should post that up.
Yeah,
here,
we'll
too.
do that too.
We'll
Write
do
that down.
too. It'll be nothing but Illinois basketball and Illinois athletics next week.
Yeah, there you go.
We promise.
Yep. We'll see everybody next week. Underwood. Thin ice.